Sup, guys? These are going to be my predictions for UFC Fight Night. Amanda Ribas versus Mackenzie Dern. I'm a little late on this because I was just in the Dominican for a week. Had a great time, and I'm going to go extra quick on these ones too because, like, I'm so late, and usually I get my video out early. But yes, I had a lot of time to watch tape and everything, but I'm still going to go over these quick. This is a short notice fight. Nurullo Aliev was supposed to fight, what was his name again? Yanel Ashmos. I still was going to pick him to win, even though I've mostly picked Yanel to win, like all three of his other UFC fights, but I was going with Aliev in this. He's taking on Joe Selecki. Joe Selecki is like a kind of a jiu-jitsu nerd. He just got manhandled by Grant Dawson and got knocked out by a slam by Drakkar Klose and beat Carl Deaton III by rear naked choke. He's a good grappler, that's for sure, but I think like Nurullo Aliev's wrestling is going to be a bit too much. This is kind of a long layoff for Aliev. It's been 2 years since he fought. We'll see how that goes, but I'll go with Aliev by decision. Now, Victoria Dudikova versus Fatima Klein. I'm going to go with Klein by decision. Like, she trains with Erin Blanchfield, and, like, she's a good grappler, good, well-rounded skill set. Victoria Dudikova is, like, a bit slow and whatnot, but she's also very good. It's kind of, the odds are kind of crazy for this one because Fatima Klein's a huge favorite. She should get it done, but I think Victoria is kind of live in this, but I'll go with Fatima Klein by decision. Now, Magomed Gadzhiyazulov versus Bruno Lopez. I don't think Gadzhiyazulov like that good. Like, he has good control. Bruno Lopez is a little bit more wild, good like kickboxing and whatnot. We saw in the Contender Series. He did get knocked out once on the Contender Series. I'm going to go with Magomedov controlling this fight. Yeah, I'm going to go with him by decision. Now, Ernesta Carrot-Cate versus Nicole Cagliari. Ernesta Carrot-Cate had like a dog fight against Carly Judas, which was a lot of fun to watch. And then I thought it was a little bit of robbery against Diani Barbosa. And now Nicole Cagliari is coming off a win in the Contender Series over Corinne Laframboise, Quebec fighter from where I'm from. She submitted her in the first round. And one thing to point out is all Cagliari's wins are by finish, which is pretty crazy for women's fights. But I think the well-rounded skill set is going to be on Carrot-Cate. I'm going to go with her to win. But yeah, like, Cagliari's live. Preston Parsons versus Jacoby Smith. And Jacoby Smith had such an impressive, like, Contender Series win. Like, he just destroyed this Canadian man. And Preston Parsons, yes, submission or bust, typically, except for that time over Matthew Semmelsberger. Yeah, no, like, plan B or whatever. Jacoby Smith is all well-rounded and coming full force. I'm going with Jacoby Smith, probably to win this fight by knockout, to be honest, probably in the second round. Next, we have Thiago Moises versus Trey Ogden. I'm going to be going with the dog in this fight, even though I think this is kind of a 50-50 fight. Thiago Moises is, like, very good. Like, he's got that dog, and then we've seen, like, when he fought Benoit Saint Denis. Trey Ogden doesn't have as much, but he does. Trey Ogden does, like, have good power and, like, good, like, submission. But, like, overall, his wrestling is just, like, really good. Like, he uses that to win fights, like, kind of boring, like sort of like a Balal a little bit, and that's what I think's kind of going to happen in this fight. He's just going to control Thiago Moises, and also yeah, Thiago we've seen like kind of slow down a little bit, whatnot. Yeah. Marco Tulio versus Ihor Potieria. I want Ihor to win, that's for sure. But I think Marco is going to get this done. But we have seen like significant improvements on Ihor. And this is also the debut of Marco Tulio. So that's one thing to look out for. I'm going to root for Ihor. I love his style. I hope he never gets cut. It's gotten a little bit more boring, his style. Because I even though he was getting finished like a lot, like it was so much fun seeing this guy go out like a dog off the leash. It was a lot of fun to watch. But, like, when he fought Robert Bryczek, like we saw, he took his time and whatnot and got the win. And with Cesar Almeida, he got eye-poked this shit. That did kind of suck, and it was a bit of a close fight. But, yeah, he lost. I'll go with Marco Tulio, but, yes, again, Ihor is live. Marco Tulio, he had a great debut on the Contender Series. And, like, really well. Really good guy. Really good fighter. Fuck. Okay, Jose Johnson versus Felipe Bunes. Jose Johnson is like super tall, and this fight is also going to be at flyweight again. Like, I don't know how like he's going to make like these cuts. Like it's small. Like Felipe Bunes is definitely like the smaller fighter, and yeah, but he has good jiu-jitsu, 8 wins by submission. Jose Johnson is also pretty good. I'm going to go with Jose Johnson by decision in this one. Yeah, he's got hands too, but that weight cut is like pretty crazy. Ponehele Soriano versus Uros Medic. I'm going with Uros on this. I think I'm going to take him by knockout in round 2. We saw Ponehele went down to 170 in his last fight, and he looked pretty good. His chin is not that good. Uros like has the better chin, that's for sure, but the hands on Uros is going to be a bit too much for him. Like, if not, maybe wrestle fucking by Ponehele Soriano, but I'm going to go with the Uros to get this one by knockout. Austin Bashi versus Christian Rodriguez, and let's hope like he does. Christian Rodriguez doesn't bust another prospect again. I don't think so, but it's something to look out for when you're betting on Austin Bashi for sure, because he's taken quite a few guys O's, Christian Rodriguez. But that was at bantamweight where he's weight bullying. This one is at 145, so we'll see. Christian Rodriguez did just get submitted by Julian Erosa, and yeah. You see, like, he's capable of keeping up after, like, his opponent's gassed is kind of like his game plan for most fight. He has a great gas tank. But we saw Austin Bashi also did, too. He kept coming forward his last few fights. He's gone the distance before, and 5 times, to be exact, yeah. So I wouldn't worry too much about that. I'll go with Austin Bashi, but, yeah. By decision. Chris Curtis versus Roman Kopylov. And this fight is a little bit tricky, because Kopylov, I think he wins most of his fights by knockout. He has won by decision, but like, yeah, Chris Curtis got like the cardio, great takedown defense, but this is mostly going to be a stand-up fight. I'm going to be going with Kopylov to get this one done by decision, but like, yeah, like, I think Chris Curtis, like, I like his fight style, like, but he's not training with the Sean Strickland anymore. We'll see. I'll go with Roman Kopylov to get this one done. Okay, Abdul Razak Al Hassan versus Cesar Almeida. Ooh. I think, you know what? Am I doing it? Okay, no, I'm not. I was about to pick Abdul, but it was going to be a pick change. Cesar Almeida, I think his kickboxing prowess is going to be get him the dub in this one, but those hands of Abdul Razak, oh my God. This guy hits super hard, all wins by knockout, super well-rounded, and yeah, good judo. If he takes down fucking Cesar Almeida, he's going to beat the shit out of him. I could so see fucking Abdul Razak knocking out Cesar Almeida, but I'll go with Cesar Almeida to get this one done by decision. Now he has flipped to a dog. Santiago Ponzinibbio versus Carlston Harris. I'm picking the dog in this one, Carlston Harris, to get it done. I think like Carlston Harris is like pretty fucking good, and Ponzinibbio is slowing the fuck down. And yeah, like he was so slow his last few fights, and I know Carlston Harris did just get knocked out by Chaos Williams, but Chaos Williams hits fucking hard. But he submitted fucking Jeremiah Wells. That fight he was mostly losing most of it. And then like he caught the submission in the 3rd round. And then he beat Jared Gooden he just wrestled him like for all 3 rounds. And knocked out by Shavkat. Knocked out Impa Kasanganay. That's a fucking good win. Like, yeah. Santiago Ponzinibbio is on the way out, and I think Carlston Harris can still get this done, but maybe we see... Oh, they're the same, like, they're practically the same age, so... But yeah, I think Carlston Harris might be a bit more committed to this, and Santiago Ponzinibbio might be more committed to being, like, the Spanish commentator. Now, Mackenzie Dern versus Amanda Ribas. I think... Ribas already beat Mackenzie Dern a few years ago, but I've seen a lot of improvements by Mackenzie Dern, especially in the stand-up. It's not perfect, but like her stand-up has gotten like a lot better over the years. She did take her first knockout loss not long ago, and she's come off a win over Lupita Godinez, and Amanda Ribas is coming off a loss to Rosnamajunas. Close fight, but yes, she did. It was clear that she lost to Rosnamajunas, and even Luana Pinheiro, she was kind of like it was 1-1, and like it seemed to be going bad for her in the third, but then she landed that knockout, that kick was super nice. It is pretty difficult for me to pick this one. I think I'm going to be going with Ribas by decision, but I might throw some money on Mackenzie Dern because I think this is a very close fight. And Mackenzie Dern is a pretty good size underdog at this point, and I love Mackenzie Dern. I love her fighting style. I love her jiu-jitsu, and yeah, I wish she would improve a bit more in the striking, even though like it has definitely gotten better. Amanda Ribas, like, good, well-rounded skill set, should get this done, but yeah. Anyway, those are my quick picks.